Hello, world. Hello, world. Yes, people are asking Mamdani what happened to the free bus rides. Well, according to news articles, I think that plan, again, it's just that a proposal that has not yet been implemented. Take a listen, comment, let me know what you think, world. Bye.
Mamdani's proposal for free city bus rides is still just a proposal, not an implemented policy. Instead of universal free buses, there's a focus on expanding the existing Fair Fares program to cover more residents. There are funding issues, opposition from the MTA, and concerns about costs and potential overcrowding.
Well, there you have it, folks. It's still a proposal. And again, all he's doing is trying to expand the fares that had already previously existed to all people. Again, was it a hoax when he announced free bus rides for all? And the people that commented who actually thought this was going to happen, what do you now think, folks? Again, a hoax, a reality. Wouldn't we all love to ride the bus for free? Again, let me know your opinion. Subscribe, comment. Bye, world.
Of immigrants, a city built by immigrants, powered by immigrants, and as of tonight, led by an immigrant.
World people are now asking, did Mamdani over promise? Based on the fact that he's now trying to raise taxes, a lot of people, including people in his own party, is now objecting to the raising of taxes because it's running out a lot of people.
Any of us, you will have to get through all of us. When we enter City Hall in 58 days, expectations will be high. We will meet them. A great New Yorker once said that while you campaign in poetry, you govern in prose. If that must be true, let the prose we write still rhyme and let us build a shining city for all. And we must chart a new path, as bold as the one we have already traveled. After all, the conventional wisdom would tell you that I am far from the perfect candidate. I am young, despite my best efforts to grow older. I am Muslim. I am a democratic socialist. And most damning of all, I refuse to apologize for any of this. And yet, if tonight teaches us anything,
Talk about what may be his most short-sighted proposal, one that would overhaul New York's estate tax. I say short-sighted because one, this doesn't just impact people living in New York City, it impacts all of New York State. And two, it doesn't just hurt the wealthiest, it is also a major blow to the middle class. So what is an estate tax? Well, it's also known as a death tax. An estate tax or death tax is a tax on the total value of a person's money, property, and assets when they die. It's applied before those assets are passed on to their heirs, their children. Okay, so you've been working all your life, and maybe you don't have a big estate, but you own a home, you've got a 401k, you've put some money back, and you thought, hey, when I pass on, I can leave this to my children or my grandchildren. Maybe it'll be enough for them to get a starter home. Maybe it'll be enough for them to pay off some debt. Maybe it'll be enough for them, for their kids to go to some kind of school, whether it's college, trade school, whatever. I'm leaving them a boost. And Right now, New York State only imposes an estate tax on estates that are valued at more than $7.1 million. Well, Mamdani wants to lower that threshold just a tad. Right now it's at 7.1 million. He wants to bring that down where he can apply the estate tax, and he wants to lower it just 90%. He wants to drop that estate tax threshold by 90%. So if you've got even $750,000, he wants to apply the estate tax, and you think, well, I don't have $750,000. Really? How much is your home worth? We'll be right back.
Deliver universal. Let the words we've spoken together, the dreams we've dreamt together, become the agenda we deliver together. New York, this power, it's yours. This city belongs to you. Thank you.
So all you need is to own a home worth $750,000, and you will be taxed when you die. And that's not a lot of money for a house in the New York City suburbs. The average value of a house in Westchester County, for example, is $823,340. The median home price in Nassau County is $875. And it doesn't end there. The current estate tax tops out around 16%. So he wants to lower the threshold 90%, which gets damn near everybody. And he wants to raise it from 16% to as high as 50%. As it currently stands, it only applies to people with an estate over $7 million, and it's 16%. He wants to lower it by 90% so it catches everybody and raise it to 50%. So this doesn't just impact the super rich. That's the story that they tell, because that sounds better, because there's more have-nots than there are haves. So it's like, hey, let's all get together and get the fat cats. Yeah, that's what I said. Watch out, because you just became a fat cat. So let's say someone dies owning a home worth $800,000. They also have $200,000 in a retirement account they've built up over 45 years. Another $200,000 in savings. So that's an estate worth $1.2 million. So currently that family would pay zero estate tax in New York because they're well below the $7.1 million threshold. Everything is passed down to the kids. And that's a goal, right? We want to pass that on to our children. Work hard, build wealth, and leave it to the people you love when you're gone. Under Mamdani's plan, that estate's now taxable. Now, he hasn't proposed a specific tax table, just that rates could go as high as 50%. So let's be conservative and assume that this family would be taxed at, I don't know, say 20%. On that $1.2 million estate, that's $240,000 gone. Zip, zero, gone. That's not some billionaire estate. That's a family home, passed down, taxed on the way out. Betsy McCaughey said it best in the New York Post. She wrote an article and said, if Mayor Zohran Mamdani gets his way, half of everything New Yorkers work a lifetime for, including their homes, their businesses or farms, and their savings, could be stripped away on their deathbeds. I'm a flat tax cat. I'd love it if we just said, okay, let's adopt a flat tax. Everybody pays. No deductions, no exemptions, no nothing. I don't care if you're an individual, a corporation, a church, whatever. Everybody pays. I think we should all pay our fair share. I said fair share, because if you drive out the people funding your economy, you don't redistribute wealth, you reduce it for everyone. Now here's the reality. Most people aren't wealthy. With today's cost of living and prices going up, most people aren't wealthy. About 58% of Americans have less than $10,000 saved for retirement. Think about that. Over half of Americans have less than $10,000 saved. Only 7% have more than $500,000. That's not a tax base that can keep New York City afloat.